Hey guys, in this video, we're taking a look at every single Sam Wilson Lego Marvel minifigure we've ever gotten. That includes his days as the Falcon from the comic books and the MCU, and his days as Captain America, both in the comics and the MCU. This is going to be a really exciting video, so sit back and relax as we take a look at the history of Lego Falcon / Sam Wilson Captain America. Alright, we're going to kick things off back in 2014, if you can believe it was that long ago that we got our first Sam Wilson figure. This one had these really cool translucent red wings, which threw back, of course, to the comic book days. This came in the Avengers Assemble sets that were based off the cartoon from back in the day. It's crazy to say back in the day, but he did have a flip around head, which had a more calm expression on the other side. Then, of course, we can lift that up to see he actually had a really nice back print on the torso as well. This was a really great first Falcon to add to our collections. I still dig it, and I think it's aged pretty well. Honestly, this figure could come out today, and I wouldn't have any complaints about it. Alright, our next figure was actually Sam as Captain America from 2015 San Diego Comic-Con. Yes, this is an incredibly rare figure that only 1,500 were ever produced, and I actually own a legitimate one. I've reviewed it on the channel, and I suppose I'm sort of reviewing it now, but it did have exclusive packaging that was really cool too, that I would definitely recommend checking out that video if you're into Lego Marvel history. But he had dual molded legs, which is pretty awesome, a great torso print on the front and back as we saw, and that head could be flipped around as I just showed you before. On today's market, this figure goes for about $600 if you have the original packaging, which is kind of crazy for one minifig, but as Comic-Con figures go, he's actually one of the less expensive ones from the Marvel side. In 2016, we got our very first ever MCU Falcon, and of course, this is the Anthony Mackie version from Captain America Civil War. Admittedly, as far as the MCU versions go, I do think that this is the worst one, but the wings here are among my favorites of any of them. In my opinion, I like when the wings are just one piece and not brick built. I think they look a lot more like the movie when they're that way, and this one had an absolutely, and I mean absolutely, ginormous red wing build. We've got a sticker on here that says Mark 82 with a little clip on the bottom, I suppose, so you could hold red wing and have him fly, and we got 2x2 studs on the back of the wings, which is crazy. I'll go ahead and lift the head up so you can see we got a very detailed torso print on the back as well to show when the wings are not extended, and once the head is put back on, you can see that we had two expressions, one with kind of like a fighting face. So this is a very cool figure, but unfortunately, I don't think that it is the best one, especially not from the MCU. Okay, so it would be 2 more years in 2018 before we got another Falcon figure, and this one came in the Hulkbuster set from Infinity War. I do think that this is one of the better ones, admittedly, but he had a lot of stickers. As you can see, we have no stickers on the back of the build, but we have 4 stickers on either side of the wings, 2 and 2 that is. The wings are superposable. They're actually one of the more posable wings we've gotten from Sam over the years. And of course, when we come around the back, you could remove this little red wing build, which is quite cool as well. Now, I'm actually going to remove the wings here. Easier said than done, I know. They are a little bit tight on there, but we'll go ahead and remove those so that you can see that Sam's head could also be flipped around. This head has come in handy on many customs over the years because, of course, it's just a great expression that's usable for Sam and other characters. Then, of course, on the back, we've got a very detailed print. That's one thing I'll say about Sam over the years. We've always gotten very detailed back torso prints. Kind of an oddly specific thing, but this is a really great figure. I sure wish he had arm printing or even leg printing, but this was really good back in the day. Okay, it'd be another 2 years after that before we see Sam again, and this time it throws him back to his classic red and white comic book style, as of this video, for the last time. Kind of sad, because I do like this comic book style, and a lot of people missed out on this one. It was a LEGO store exclusive in an accessory pack with Black Widow and 2 AIM agents, but because it was only at the LEGO store and LEGO Online, I think a lot of people didn't even know it came out, and so I think a lot of people missed out on this back when it was, I suppose, on store shelves, but it was also 2020, which was a weird time anyways. That being said, as you can see, the head is reversible. The wings are on ball joints, which actually make them the most posable wings as far as like up and down of any Sam figure yet. And when we lift the head up, you can see, once again, we get a really great back print to show what that looks like. So, like I said, every back print on Sam is really amazing. So, yeah, we'll keep moving on to what I think is arguably the best Sam minifigure up next. All right, folks, this is it. I think we all knew this was going to be the fan favorite. It's certainly mine. This is the Captain America Sam Wilson figure from the Lego Marvel Collectible Minifigure series in 2021. Guys, the detailing on this is amazing. First off, dual molded legs with side printing and toe printing. Like, look at the sole of his boot that goes from the side all the way to the front with toe printing. That is absolutely unmatched and immaculate, which is cool. We also have dual molded arms with immaculate printing with those wrist braces, printing around the elbows, and of course the star on the shoulders that looks great. Then that moves us to the torso, which of course we'll just look at the front of the torso for right now. But that looks really amazing as well with that great head print. The head print actually has printing on the back as well. Now that we've moved to the back, Red Wing is a printed piece that removes off of here. The wings are posable. As you can see, one of my wings broke. I've used this in a lot of videos over the years, so I guess it's just gotten a lot of wear and tear. But we can remove those wings to see yet another immaculate back print for Sam that looks absolutely awesome. Then when we turn it around front, you can see that he had a unique shield that was only given to him and Bucky from the CMF series in 2021. Now, what's fascinating about that is this shield is accurate to the one Sam has in the MCU now, as well as the one that Steve gave Sam at the end of Endgame. So it's kind of crazy that this shield was only available in the CMF from a couple years ago and is technically the most accurate version of the shield in the MCU going forward. Gotta love that, and I just think this figure is spectacular. Not only do I think it's the best Falcon / Captain America figure we've ever gotten, I think it's one of the best Lego Marvel figures ever, but I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. In 2023, we got a new version of Falcon that came in the Avengers Tower. This one was really nice. We got stickers on both sides of the wings that were super detailed, 8 stickers in total. Sadly, Red Wing is just its own little piece, no sticker on it, but it works just fine, I suppose. Then, of course, we got the Sam minifig. Let's remove those wings to see. Once again, a really detailed back print. Big surprise, I know. But we do have some printing on the back of the head for his goggles, which are nice. Then, of course, we've got that great face print, a very, very detailed front torso print, and printed legs, which also came on Black Widow and Hawkeye. So, nice to see those utility legs for all the figures. And this isn't exactly my favorite Sam. I just think it does a really good job of, depicting the character and his costume. But it's just not my favorite. I don't know why. I think I like the Infinity War version one a little bit better. They're basically depicting the same suit, and I'll show them to you side by side. I don't know. There's just something about the Infinity War one that I like a little bit more. It could be nostalgia talking. I'm not exactly sure, but both figures are really good, and we've got just a few more to round out the collection. So in 2024, we got 2 new editions, both of them being Captain America versions. And of course, the one that you see here is from the Lego Marvel Character Encyclopedia. I've got a video on that book on my channel. Unfortunately, there are a lot of inaccuracies in that book, but one of the things that's not inaccurate is Sam. This figure is great. You know what I'm going to say about that back print. But the torso print on this is absolutely amazing. I love the belt on this, and check out the legs with toe printing, hip printing, and those awesome knee pads. Now, considering we've only ever got one comic book version of Sam, I'm going to place that one on the right, of course, the Comic-Con version. Both of them are pretty different in their depiction, basically one being the light blue color scheme, the other being dark blue, and I do think that the one on the right from Comic-Con is more accurate to the comics on a technicality, but I do still really like the new one. I don't know if it's supposed to be based like off of Ultimates more or something like that, but I really do like both versions of the figure, and I like that they offer something different. Sometimes like with the Comic-Con figures, they don't remake them because well, I don't really know why, but like, for example, we haven't gotten another symbiote Spider-Man, but it is cool that we have 2 versions of Sam, and they're both incredibly different from each other for collectors, and that you can have a comic book Sam in his Captain America outfit either way. So, we've got one more to look at for this video, and then we'll round it out. All right, the final figure to look at is Captain America from Captain America Brave New World. I really like this one, although I'm not a big fan of the brick-built wings, and of course it isn't my favorite one, but I do like the dual-molded legs and the way that those complement that really great detailed torso. Then, the helmet piece here looks so good. Now, there is technically something wrong with it. In the film, there's like a bridge. Well, actually, the better way to word this is, on the helmet here, there's a bridge between the eyes, like, for the helmet, and in the film, It's actually all red. So technically the more accurate way to have this figure is without the helmet on, but come on, that helmet adds so much great detail, it's hard to deny. We can flip it around to see that we've got Sam's mouth exposed on that side, which looks good, and it even looks good with the helmet on too. So all around the printing on this looks really great. The wings are posable. Red wing is removable, as you can see. And then, of course, we can lift off the wings for, you guessed it, a detailed back print. It looks really awesome, but overall, a really nice addition to the collection. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that accurate shield like we were saying before. You would want to get the one from the CMF to make it as accurate as possible, but with that, that is every Sam Wilson, Falcon, and Captain America minifig as of this video. So let's round it out and call it a day. Alright guys, let me know how many of these you have in your collection. Be sure to hit like and subscribe down below, and don't miss my Every Figure Ever videos here on the channel.